Picture it. A little shop on Main Street. Pastel walls, a bell on the door, kids pressed up against the glass case. You scoop smiles for a living. Summer sun, sticky counters, the smell of waffle cones. It's the kind of business that feels less like work and more like a childhood dream you never grew out of. Now let's talk about what actually happens when you own one. An ice cream shop isn't one business. It's three stacked on top of each other. A food manufacturer because you're making a perishable product from scratch. A retail storefront because you need foot traffic and prime real estate. And a seasonal business because half your revenue year has to survive the other half. Buildout alone runs $150,000 to $400,000. Commercial-grade freezers, batch freezers for making the ice cream itself, a walk-in cooler, ADA-compliant everything, and a storefront lease in a location with actual walk-by traffic, which means you're paying premium rent before you've sold a single scoop. Then there's the stuff nobody puts in the brochure. Backup generators because a single power outage can melt $10,000 of inventory overnight. Health department permits, grease trap maintenance, HVAC strong enough to fight both your freezers and a shop full of body heat in July. The batch freezer alone, the machine that actually churns your base into ice cream, costs $15,000 to $40,000 depending on capacity. And you'll need more than one if you're making your own flavors instead of buying pre-made base. Dipping cabinets, POS systems, cone warmers, signage, uniforms, insurance that specifically covers food spoilage. Add labor. You need staff who can work a register and scoop hardened ice cream without dislocating a shoulder, which is a real repetitive strain injury in this industry. Here's the brutal part. A well-run shop might do $1,500 on a hot Saturday in July. That same shop might do $80 on a rainy Tuesday in November. Roughly 60 to 70% of annual revenue happens in just 4 months. You're not running a year-round business. You're running a summer business that has to pay year-round rent. Say you gross $400,000 a year. Cost of goods, dairy, sugar, packaging, eats 25 to 30%. Labor eats another 30. Rent and utilities, 15 to 20. You're left with a 10 to 15% margin if the summer actually shows up. One bad heatwave-free June and that margin evaporates. This is exactly what happened to a lot of independent shops during unusually cool, rainy summers. Foot traffic collapses, and there's no way to make up June's lost revenue in September. Add a dairy price spike, and shops that looked profitable on paper close within 18 months. Smart owners diversify. Catering and event scooping. Wholesale pints sold to local grocers. Winter items, hot chocolate bars, holiday-themed treats, to soften the seasonal cliff. Some convert part of the kitchen into a second commissary business entirely, renting out freezer space to other food businesses in the off-season. So why do people still buy these? Because for a certain kind of owner, this was never purely about the spreadsheet. It's a lifestyle business, a legacy project, a thing to hand down, a place that becomes part of a town's memory. And for some, the tax write-offs on equipment depreciation and the real estate appreciation on that Main Street lot quietly do more work than the ice cream itself. In a great year, hot summer, good staff, low dairy prices, you walk away with real profit and a shop the whole town loves. In a bad year, you're personally guaranteeing a business loan against a product that melts if the power blinks. Either way, you didn't just buy an ice cream shop. You bought a bet on the weather, dressed up as a childhood dream.